Judge Amy Lannerd was sworn in today as a justice of the Illinois 4th District Appellate Court. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Lisa Holder White presided over the ceremony. Judge Lannerd was assigned to fill the vacancy created by Justice John W. Turner when he made the decision to not seek retention. She says she is grateful for the opportunity that this new assignment has given her.
It is an opportunity of a lifetime. It gives me an opportunity to utilize different skills and the opportunity to review cases.
Judge Lannerd was appointed to the bench as a circuit judge in the 8th Circuit in 2016. She won election in 2018. Prior to that, she was a partner at Lewis, Longlet & Lannerd, LLC in Quincy.